Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are in week 2 already. I know time is flying by so fast now that we're teaching, but I still have a lot to do to set up my classroom. We've already started teaching, so you can see stuff written on the board everywhere. And today's actually picture day, so I got my ID card today. And I really liked it until I saw the top of my hair, and I didn't realize how horrible my hair looks. So I'll just cover up that part. But this is me. I'll just cover up the top of my hair. But anyways, yeah, today was picture day. So I got that done. And I am already teaching second week. I'm already teaching plot. So I have kids already set up in Google Classroom. We're already working on that. And it's going really, really well. This is like a really good year so far. And we got a whole lot more like new kids that are just new to the school, so it's really nice to have like new kids, and it's just refreshing because they don't know you and you don't know them, so it's really nice. And I haven't had many problems at all, and it's really nice. So yeah, so I still have to get stuff done with my classroom. I have to finish some borders. I have to laminate them. I did do some at home. I just have to laminate them and put them up there, and then I do have to make a little bit more so I can put them up around this first board, because I took these ones and I put them outside. I have a board outside of my classroom. All the teachers do, and most of the teachers don't decorate theirs, but last year I had mine like halfway decorated because I didn't have enough borders. So here we are again. I need to make some more, but the ones that I do have, I do need to laminate and finish putting those up on this board. So you can't really see because the Chromebook cart door is open, but you can see that I didn't quite finish right over here. So I have to laminate those and get those up. So I do still have to laminate those and get those up, but I do have my posters that I can put up on my bulletin boards. So I just put them on this board. It's the rainbow board, and I have one of Scar and then one of the hyenas from The Lion King. And it's my favorite like little saying from Disney because it has to do with teaching. So it's where Scar is singing his song, and basically Scar will say so it's where Scar is singing his song, and basically Scar will say a shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. And I actually use that as a reference when I teach the students about personification. So a shining new era, like time, can't tiptoe, so that's personification. So it kind of helps them out too, so like when they're taking a test, they know like, oh, we went over that, I can reference the board what personification is. And then so that's what Scar says, a shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. And then the hyenas say, and where do we feature? And then Scar says, just listen to teacher. And it's perfect because Scar is my favorite like Disney character. If you don't know me, I love the villains. I like the villains. I like all of them. So I'm the teacher, just listen to teacher. So I thought that was perfect. So I'm in the cabinet right now. You're just set up on a shelf, and I have this roll of characters, and I think most of these are from Inside Out. I laminated them, but like in pieces, so I can like staple them together. And I still want to paint more of the villains and laminate them and put them up, but since I haven't had a chance to do that, I'm just going to put up Scar and the rest, and then I figure I could just put up all the ones from Inside Out just to kind of like fill the boards so that they aren't so plain. And then after that, once I do get a chance to make some more villains and laminate those, then I will put those up in exchange for the ones from Inside Out. So if you didn't see my classroom from like 2 years ago, I had my entire classroom just Inside Out characters on each board. If you don't know what Inside Out is, it's basically like there's different characters who are like different emotions. So you have like joy and you have sadness and things like that. So those are different characters, and I would put each one on a different board. So I had those. They're from my previous school. I just haven't used them the past couple years. I only used them my first year here. So then I decided, let's do villains. So this is the one that I have for the villains. And I have Ursula in here and Captain Hook, but they were just kind of randomly like on the other board. But I'm not seeing my words for the song, so I have to keep looking for those. So this is what it looks like. I just grab a hair tie and I roll it up, and that just keeps it from getting like creases in it from bending if you fold it. But there's some words in there. That's good. And we've got a hand, so I believe that's Captain Hook. So It's like hard to do with one hand, but I take off hair tie and I unroll what's inside, and you can see all the characters. So the first one here is Ursula. You can see his face through it. He's Captain Hook. These ones I actually painted myself. So I have Ursula, and I laminated them. The only thing is that when I made them kind of big, so when I laminated them, not everything was laminated, so I had to run it through a couple times. But then I think it was Scar over in the back, who, when I first put him in, he was too big, so it didn't even go all the way through here, and it didn't go up through his hair, and it was actually burning the paper, so I decided not to run him through again. So the bottom of him and the top are just not laminated, which is fine. And then I have the hyenas and Captain Hook. He's right here. And then the words, which is, like I said, it's part of that song. And I have them kind of in speech bubbles, but they don't have the little like pointy part of the speech bubble because I keep those separate just in case I want to move, like if I want him talking this way or this way. I would just attach this like that or like that, depending where I put them on the board. So I thought that was a whole lot easier than just having it like face one way. Then I can only put Scar over here. So I just thought that was easier. The only thing that sucks is that these kind of get lost sometimes. Like right now I only see one and I should see 3 of them, but they're there. Okay, so we got 3. But yeah, that's what it looks like. These are all my things. So these ones are going to go on the board over here. This is where I always put them because I want it to be like one of the first things you see when you walk in. And this is just like the perfect spot. And then over here I had like I randomly had Ursula over here, and I randomly had Captain Hook over here because I didn't really have much for them. Whereas if I do Scar and the hyenas, I have like words that go with it, and it makes sense like they're singing. But then when I have Ursula and Captain Hook, I don't have a lot for them. I don't have like words for them. I don't have anything that kind of goes with them. They're just pictures. So I just put them on the end. But eventually I want to have more villains up so that it just makes more sense. Oh, it's just the wall of villains. So it's not just like, oh, look, there's Ursula over there. There's Captain Hook just randomly. But yeah, so I'm gonna put these up. Okay, so I put it up and it's not as nice as I would like, just because I feel like this one should be moved over and closer. But if I do that, it's not gonna read correctly. Like people would read this, then this, then this. So I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Maybe I could move Scar over a little bit and then move them over a little bit. The only thing is that his ear is kind of high and then like his back. So I'm actually, let me try that real quick. So let me try that, I'll do that.
Listen up, I am down tonight, but there's just one thing I need to wrap my head around. Yeah, I don't know if I can take another date and end up by myself. Make a move, it's time for you to step up. Yeah, it's now or never. Tonight better be the night that we'll remember until we're in.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. I have everything kind of pushed over here, and then this one's kind of just off the side, but I don't want to move it down just because I want it to be read this way instead of people reading down. That way it just makes more sense. There is some space over here, but I can easily put something over there like a background, like their skull, the elephant skull when they're in the elephant graveyard. I could just paint one of those and just put it behind them, so then it would make more sense, which I think I might actually do. And then as we move on to this side, I don't know if I want to continue the Lion King theme or just go to other villains, because that is like, that's my favorite, is the villains. So I think this looks so good that a good transition here would be nice. So I have to paint more, obviously. And like you saw, I have Ursula and I have Captain Hook. So maybe I will do something with Ursula. I have to watch Little Mermaid again just to see if there is anything that I can use, maybe if it's like a simile or a metaphor. And that's what I really like, is that Disney movies and Disney like characters, they say a lot of things that have figurative language, like similes, metaphors, alliteration. They say a lot of different things that I actually use in my classroom when I'm teaching those things. So whatever they say, I play the videos and basically the kids will tell me, oh, what's the simile in this clip? So if I can put some on the wall, it's a good reference for them. So when they're taking tests and when they're learning it, I can just point to the wall. But yeah, so if I have Scar and the hyenas over here, I'm just going to probably do some kind of scene on this side with Ursula and the little eels. I don't know the names of the eels, but I think that would be a really good transition since I already have Ursula. The only thing is that Ursula is a lot smaller than Scar and the hyenas, so I have to see how I can make that work. So let me show you how much different it is in size. So Scar is this size. He fills up more than half the board, but this is Ursula. I'll put her right next. So she's a lot smaller because he's just a lion and she's like this giant person. Like maybe she looks the same like in height, but as like characters, she should be a lot bigger. So we'll just have to see how that ends up looking because these ones are zoomed in, whereas these ones, this one, Ursula, would be zoomed out over there, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, that's what I got so far. We have 5 minutes until my 4th period comes, and then I've got to do some stuff with them, but I want to show you I was pretty bummed. So I put up some posters on top of my projector here, on top of my whiteboard, and the orange one disappeared, and honestly I think it fell behind the whiteboard, and that's so sad because there's no way I can get it. And like behind here, like it won't come out from here, so I think it just fell behind there, which is sad. So I would have the pink one, which is technically would be like red or whatever, red, orange, and then the yellow one fell. It was just poking up right here, and then green, blue fell on the floor. I found that on the floor, and then the purple one fell that same day I put it up. So the kids like put magnets on it right there. So I have those ones. I put them over here. I have yellow, blue, and purple, but I don't have the orange, and without the orange, like it's not a full rainbow. So now I'm trying to decide if I should even put them up, especially if they keep falling. They didn't fall last year, so now I'm like so confused as to why. And if I don't have orange, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So I might have to think of something else that I could put up here and maybe put those somewhere else so that it won't be so obvious that I'm missing the orange one. But yeah, so that's what's going on so far. So we'll have to figure that out. If anything, I could just like paint some more posters and put them up there. But I got, so a long time ago, I really like decorating. In case you can't tell, I like putting classrooms together and like everything. So I would always decorate my bedroom, and I felt like my walls were so plain. So I ended up buying this like, not wallpaper, but like contact paper that you can put on the walls. And it was like wood, because back when I was like, I don't know, a freshman in college or like a senior in high school or something, I painted one of my walls dark navy blue, and I had this like camping blanket, which was the red and black buffalo print. I had this giant metal, I don't remember what it was, I want to say like the letter A, or a giant metal something that had light bulbs in it, and I put that on the wall. And I just wanted like this like camping forest theme in my classroom, and I decided I would have like another wall that was like wood, and I got that contact paper of wood. Granted, it wouldn't have matched very well, but I still have it. I haven't even used it. I never put it up because when I bought one, it was like 30 bucks, and I was young, I didn't have a lot of money. So my dad told me, you know, one's not going to be enough, you're going to need more, and I didn't have enough money for more, especially since one's 30 bucks too, that's $60. I still have it, and I'm gonna bring it to my classroom, and I'm thinking that if I have extra space in my classroom, like on the walls, I could put that wood contact paper on it. But then I was thinking, you know what, I could put it on the doors, because the doors are pretty plain. So like have this whole thing wood and this whole thing wood, but I don't know for sure. I'm also kind of just like, we don't need the doors to be nice, whatever. But now that these are gone, I'm thinking maybe I could just put it up at the top of the classroom, even though like I said, it's not going to be enough. I just wish that we could paint the walls, because this wall color is just not working. It's like cream. Like, let's make it more exciting. So if you follow Real Rap with the Reynolds, he painted like the top of his walls up there. He painted that black with chalkboard paint, and he like goes in and like draws pictures from the stories that he reads in class. And I thought that was so cool because you could change it whenever you want, and because it's like chalkboard and you can just use the chalkboard like paint pens. And I thought that was just so cool, but I don't think we can do that at our school. I mean, nobody's done that before. Not a lot of people, honestly, really. Not a lot of people actually put together their classrooms like I do, but I just thought that would be so cool. So now I'm thinking, let's just buy a lot of that contact paper. I found some that's like white with black dots, and I thought that would be really cool because it would like match my theme a little more, but we'll have to see what goes on with that. Last thing is that I need to put up my rainbow streamers. So I usually have them hanging from the ceiling. You can see some are still left, and as I'm seeing these like still left up there, I'm like, we could have just left them up there. We didn't have to take them down. So I usually have them just kind of like going down like that across the room. So I'm thinking I might get my leadership kids to help me with that today during our leadership class. But we do have a lot to do today, so we'll have to see about that. If they do help me, you'll get to see some of them. I do put students in my video sometimes, but they always like, they'll have a media release form, so they're good. Most of my students, all of my leadership students, know I have a YouTube. The other ones I don't tell, but most of them talk, so it's whatever. But yeah, so that's what my classroom is like right now. It's kind of a mess, but it's working because I'm still teaching and things are still getting done. I found the peg to this and then I lost it. And some of you are saying that I can get one at like a hardware store. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get one that fits here perfectly. But I found it, I was so happy, and then I lost it and then I was so sad again. As you can tell, I still need to dust it off. But yeah, we're still working with what we have. So, okay, I'm gonna end the video here. Please like this video, oh, there's the bell. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, say hello in the comments if you're a teacher. I wanna subscribe to you, let me know your channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.